it's alcohol ink and it will catch on fire. So I let it soak into the resin and then I turn my torch on and whoo! Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca, the Frugal Resinista. I'm a mom to 5 little kids and life is awesome with all of them, but I needed something for myself and so I started painting a few years ago. I discovered resin art but realized that it's really expensive and I needed a way to make it happen because I knew I had to do it without breaking the bank. I hope you join me on my art journey, and even more than that, I hope that you really try these things for yourself and that you create some art. Remember, no matter what your art looks like, because you made it, it is beautiful. Thanks for watching. Ooh, it's on fire. Hi everyone, Rebecca the Frugal Resinista here, and today I'm going to do just an easy resin and alcohol ink pour. So I picked this mold up at Goodwill 2 days ago, and it's a silicone mold. I got it for $1.50, which is super awesome. And whenever I buy molds that are used, I first put them through the dishwasher, and then after that I wipe them down with a damp cloth because I have just a few little water spots on here and I want to make sure that it's absolutely smooth. So you guys have probably seen this before. I am obviously not the first person to do this kind of thing. I am going to pour some clear Stone Coat countertop resin into the mold and then drip alcohol ink into it. And if you guys haven't done this before, what you want to do is use your colored ink and then use your white ink on top of each drip of colored ink, because the colored ink weighs less than the white. So if you use the white on top, it will really push your colors down into your mold. So this is just going to be a quick fun one and we'll let it cure. And then I'm going to embellish the other side of it after we pop it out. So here we go. If you've seen this done before in YouTube videos, you'll see that when these dry, a lot of times all of the ink has sunk into the middle. So one neat thing that makes the quick coat a little different is that because it dries faster, when I hit it with my blowtorch, that's going to make it even hotter, but the hotter it is, the quicker it dries. And so your ink, a lot of times with quick coat, does not have time to all sink to the middle, so you don't have completely empty edges. So that's just a neat side note to keep in mind. The other thing is I always wait just a minute or so before I torch these because it's alcohol ink and it will catch on fire. So I let it soak into the resin and then I turn my torch on and whoo! Well, we'll see what happens to this after that. That was not something I expected, but that is what you do not do. Oh my word. All right, I'm going to add a few more drips of color now because I kind of mushed all my color together. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was exciting. We're going to let this all soak in and get hard over the next couple hours, and then we'll see what it looks like peeled out of the mold and on the other side. Just briefly, I am an hour into this curing, and I am going to smush a little sawtooth hanger into the back of this so that I can hang it on the wall in my daughter's room when it's finished. I will link you to this product. All right, it has been 2 hours since I put this little sawtooth hanger on, 3 hours since I've poured the whole thing, and I'm getting ready to undo this. I did pull the edges a little already to make sure that they were coming off cleanly, so I haven't peeled the middle yet though. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't know how well you guys can see it. This mold is not a shiny surface, and so it wasn't going to make this part really shiny, but I'm doing a top layer on here with some more colors and things, and that will make the whole thing really shiny in just a few minutes. So let me get situated with that, and I will be right back. I have propped this heart up with some of my leftover pour cups that I always keep handy to hold things up off the table. And I have to do that partly because I'm going to let things pour over the side, but also because I have that hook underneath now, and if I don't put this up on something, it'll just lay flat and it'll be at an angle and everything will pour the wrong way. So this project is for my daughter. Her birthday is in just a couple of days, and she specifically asked if I could make her a piece of art for one of her birthday presents, which was the sweetest thing in the world. So I used my Cricut machine and made her name, and I'm going to stick it right along here on this side, and then I'm going to pour a clear coat over the top so it's sealed, but I'm also going to add a little more color in this corner and then just fade it this direction with probably just blowing it with my straw instead of getting my hairdryer and everything out. Now with the Cricut machine, it is super fun to use, and I encourage you guys to try it, buy one. They are so much fun. But there is so much you can learn about the Cricut machine, and I just don't want to do that as a tutorial. I love using it, but my passion is to do this stuff. So if you guys want to learn about how to use a Cricut machine and what it is, there are tons of awesome tutorials. So I'm not going to get into that today. But I am going to go ahead and stick this on. I've cut her name out of silver vinyl. I'm going to put it along this side. All right, I am now going to mix my next cup of clear resin. I am still using Stone Coat Countertop Quick Coat, and then I will show you how I'm going to finish this off. All right, you guys, I am done with this. I'm going to let it cure the rest of the way, and then I will show you how I clean off the back with the drips that are going to be on it, and we will be finished. Let me give you guys a close-up. My resin has cured. Real quickly, before I show you how I finished the last little bit on the back, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I used. I didn't do that earlier because I wasn't sure what I wanted to use yet, so I'll go through that now. I used Ranger brand alcohol inks, and the colors that I used were Patina, Flamingo, Amethyst, and Pearl Mixative. I also used Pinata brand for my white. And then I used Sparkle Glitter from Target in purple. And I used Pearlex powders in Reflex Violet and Duo Blue Green for this little top edge that I did. So the last thing I'm going to show you real quickly is the back of this. I forgot to film this, but I did, after the camera turned off, just once swipe some toilet paper all around here and just catch any big drips that were coming off. So you guys will see, hopefully, I'm not sure there's a good way to show you this actually. You guys can see the back of this, maybe. I don't really have anything that I need to fix. I was going to use my razor if there's anything sticking up, but because I did that, it's a tiny bit bumpy around the edges. You can fix that by doing one more clear coat on this side, and that'll also hold one of these down if you didn't push it down when the resin was still curing. But since this is for my daughter and I'm not worried about trying to sell it or anything, I'm not going to worry about the fact that it's a teeniest bit lumpy because no one's going to see the back anyway. So that's it, you guys. I'm going to hang this so you can see what it looks like hanging on the wall, and we're finished. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. I really appreciate it. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram as the Frugal Resinista, and if you check out my Patreon page, there's bonus content there, videos and different posts and things that are fun to look at. So check all of that out, and please remember to like and subscribe. Have a great day.